Hello and welcome to Mobile App Marketing video course. In this chapter, I am going to show you how to create a Google ad for your app install. In the last chapter, we have gone through how to create an ad on Facebook. In this chapter, I'm going to show you exactly the same for your app install, how to create on Google. Now, Google is again a quite one of the biggest search engine which has got lots and lots of traffic, and they have Google Ads in terms of getting app installed, from search ads to display ads, video advertising, and so on. In this chapter, I'm specifically going to create a campaign, a very quick campaign inside the Google AdWords account. Now, if you don't have a Google AdWords account, you can just go to Google search and search for Google AdWords, and then you will get this link. Once you go to the link, then you can straight away sign in. If you don't have the account, if you're doing it for the very first time, Google is actually giving 2,000 rupees in ad credit, okay, for the first timers. You can just put in your email here and then just verify, and your a coupon code. You will get a code inside your email, which you then need to, once you sign in, you will need to put that into your billing section in your AdWords account. Another thing is, in order to create a Google AdWords account, you need to go through a series of steps. For example, giving your website details and your tax information, and also putting in your credit card. Now, that credit card is just on the file, whether you create ads or don't, but that is a mandatory step in order to get inside the Google AdWords account. Now, I'll take you inside one of our Google AdWords practice account. We already have set up that, and I'm inside creating the new campaign. Once you go into the new campaign, you will see these different objectives or campaign type, which is search, display, shopping, video, universal app. Now we'll have our objective is universal app, that means app install. I will select this and go into the next window. Then it will ask you to select and whether your mobile app is on Android or iOS. Now it will only take either one of that. Okay, if you have your mobile app on both of the platforms, then you need to create similar campaign with having iOS as an option. Okay, we'll leave it as an Android because Android is has a more wider network. Almost 70 to 80% of people uses Android, so we'll just use Android. However, the campaign settings and everything what I will show you inside remains more or less the same. Okay, now here you can actually look up for your app. If you're selecting Android, you need to put your link, and for just for the practical purpose, we are just using the same example as in the 8-ball pool. Okay, this is already listed, and if I go ahead, if I want to promote this, if it is just for practical purpose and hypothetical example, what I will do is I'll just put the app name, and then it will come up inside the it will just take this app name 8-ball pool. Okay, so it has given us this option. We will select it, and then we'll select that, and then we'll continue. Once we continue, we'll get inside the actual campaign. There are only 2 steps, and the one step is select campaign settings, which we will set up just right here, and then the confirmation at the end, just confirming it that you are already set and go. Now, this is an important section, and I will tell you some of the tips and tricks to use in this section. The very first thing is a campaign name. You can put the campaign name according to your business name, or you can put any campaign which is related to the app. Okay, then, or you can say mobile app for Android. And then when you come back and create another campaign for iOS, you can say mobile app for iOS. so that when you go inside your campaign, inside the dashboard, then you can actually compare both of them separately, and you know which one is for Android and which one is for iOS. Now, add assets like your text ideas. The good thing is that once you have already put it on Android, you can actually see your description. If you click that see your description, your app description, which is identical to inside the Google Play Store, which is right here. And if I click this, the description what they have here is will be shown to me inside the Google AdWords. So you see this is the description, and I'm creating the ad, and I can just click this description, and the same description has popped up on my right hand side. Now, why is it necessary? Because I'm going to take some of the description and make it quite easy to create my ad. So what I've done is I've already pre-filled all these fields. So they're about 1, 2, 3, 4 lines or these fields where what I've done is I've just taken the snippet of it, which I think is more prominent, and I've just put in here. Okay, it has 25 characters, all of them. So you need to make sure that it covers the 25 characters. And if you put all these details here, let's say suppose the world's #1 pool game, this is the very first headline. Then refine your skills, and I've taken the refine your skills from here. It's the second headline. Customize queue and table. There's customize queue and table right from, I've taken it from here. And challenge friends anytime, that I've taken it from here. Now you can change, and according to you, you can make it best use of it. However, if you take the description from here, which is already been optimized inside your description inside your Google Play Store, because that is how Google has put it onto the search results, and because we can see that it is coming up right on the first page on the search results, so we can actually take use of it, and then we don't have to spend much time. Just take use of all those description and put it in right here. Then next is add your own video ads. If you have video, like we have the video for this this ad, you can actually search on YouTube or wherever it is. You just put the URL, and then you can put an video ad here as well. Now this is optional. It says advertise your app on YouTube by adding up to 20 videos. Okay, so you have an option to advertise on YouTube as well by having those videos which you have already created, and then you want to promote your app install on YouTube as well. Second is add images to your ad. Again, I would recommend that you take the images from the store, and the images which you have created, which you can actually just put up to 20 images. And if you're not sure about the image specs, you can just click that, and then there will be help section will pop up, and then it will give you more detail about the specification on image. Now you have different images, and it also says add HTML5 to your campaign. Those HTML5, if you're technical and this HTML5 like JavaScript and those different files, then you can actually have that. But these two are optional. But what I recommend is, if you want to get more into detail, you can go through instructions, you can go through the specifications, and then you can see HTML5 ads, the requirement of those. You can see the regionally available size and dimensions. All of that information is right at your fingertip. Okay, once you do that, then it comes to location. Again, I would recommend that you put the locations what we have identified on Google Trends, and same location as in cities we will put, because we know that is our target market. And then we will select all those cities or those countries. Language is English by default. If you have any specific language, you can type here. Generally, English is the main language. And then the next one is budget. You can put the budget, average budget on a daily basis. So you have a daily budget of, let's say, I would say 500 rupees. I will put that daily budget. And campaign optimization, by default it is selected install volume. That is correct. And then what kind of users do you want to target? All users. That is also right. And then we will just go ahead to bidding section. Now bidding section is target cost per install. So that means I have put in 100 rupees. That means I am ready to spend 100 rupees per install. So if you look at the budget, overall budget of daily budget, which we have put in here, okay, is 500 rupees. Now, if you put 100 rupees per install, that means maximum you will get 5 install. If you want to increase the budget, you can increase the budget here, or what you could do is actually tell the tool or the in the ad that bidding, I am looking for, let's say, 25 rupees instead of 100 rupees. So it will optimize automatically the bidding. This is the average amount you had like to spend each time someone install your app or open it for the first time. Okay. Now, this is not actually guaranteed, as in sense, not every time 25 rupees will be saying, but what you have done is you have told Google that if it goes more, then Google tool will restrict people to install. But there might be obviously possible once you start running your ad, it might be possible that your install is less than 25 rupees. Then automatically, your install will keep on growing, and it will then, it will not restrict people to download the app. But if you put the bidding cost as a 25 rupees, that means you're telling that my maximum budget or my average amount is 25 rupees, and please, you can stick to that amount, so that I'm looking for, out of 500 rupees of my budget, I am looking for at least it would be about 40 downloads. 25 rupees for 5, yeah. So something like that. And then so this is the bidding section. You need to be careful about your daily budget. What I recommend is, if you're just starting off and creating the ad for the first time, I would say that you keep the budget limited or the lowest, and see how your ad is performing. Once your app is started performing, then you can go ahead and increase the budget. Okay, then obviously it will make sense, because you know that it has been properly optimized. It will take some time for the tool to actually optimize your ad, and then once you have in couple of weeks or 2 to 3 weeks, once it is running properly, Google will give you recommendations how to optimize on a on and off basis. Once your ad is active, you need to go inside the Google AdWords tool and just look at the recommendations, which will give you more ideas to how to optimize it more. Okay. Well, that's it. You have start and end dates. You can put your end date if you have one, or if you just leave it like that, it will be running continuously. Once I save and continue, it will ask me to confirm, and that is the second and the last step. Once I confirm, my ad will be live. Okay, so that is it, how you will create your ad on Google AdWords for mobile app installation. Okay, now I'll see you in the next chapter. Thank you very much. Stay tuned. Bye for now.